在之前的故事里，我们得知了凶手的真实身份，今天将会是最后一集。然而这故事依然有很多尚未挖掘的秘密，以后我会出一部前传来深度解析约克来到雨林镇之前的故事。故事到这个地方已经无法回头，我们的主角约克探员从异世界的警察局中一路杀出，与一杀手反而且战且退，最终约克即将面对那个既陌生又熟悉的存在。
Welcome to Greenvale, Agent Francis York Morgan.
Ah, I finally got to see the real Greenvale. I knew you country folk were shy. It took you long enough to show me who you really are.
York, this is a wonderful and powerful town. Especially when it is raining.
I always get depressed when it rains. Especially in this town.
This town has two great treasures. Do you know what they are, York?
Those seeds are one of them. But I don't think they deserve to be called a treasure.
An ordinary man like you could never appreciate their true value. But you'll agree with my selection on the second treasure, anyway.
I don't disagree with treasure number 2. Emily sparkles like a precious gem.
This town changed since she came here. The goddess from the city gave us the fruit of knowledge and gave us sin. When I first saw her, I realized I was such a fool. A fool for being satisfied by the petty girls from this countryside town.
George, I agree you were a fool, and you are a fool, even now.
Shut it, York! You're the fool here. Becky, Diane, and Carol. They all died right in front of you. You couldn't save even one of them. Not even one. You're the worthless fool here, and that's what proves it. But me, unlike you, I am strong. I have power. My mother taught me, the strong, who can overpower others, is always correct and right. My mother stepped on my face with her stiletto heels because she had power. And when her heel pierced my cheek, I learned to respect her. Since then, I obtained power of my own and found my own disciples. I became divine. All I need now is that goddess of fate and grab her with my hands. I want Emily in her stiletto heels.
You're out of your mind. The goddess won't smile for you anymore, George.
York, have you ever shot down a deer? Oh, it's so different from shooting a man. Deer hunting is great. They can be erotic creatures. Those black eyes, firm hips, and slender legs. Hunting is a sign of power, especially deer hunting. Did you know, York? From time to time, there's a family of deer that comes down to the graveyard. I shot them full of bullets, and they still remain standing. First, I thought they were zombies, but when I snuck up on one and cut its stomach out, I found the truth. The red seeds. Those seeds made those deer invincible.
George, no Olympics for you. You'll fail the doping test. You'd be good food for wild animals, though.
Shut your crap, York. I have these seeds because I'm the chosen one. They come to me, and that proves my divinity.
This is the mark my mother gave me. Proof of power. The red tree.
The red tree? You've got that all wrong, George. That's the mark of child abuse.
That's no use, York. Carol's death gave me eternal strength. It's surging through my body. I can no longer be killed. York, aren't you honored? You'll be the first to congratulate me for my new powers. Yeah.
乔治此时已经露出了真面目，伴随着大量赤种所发挥的效果，他的正面已经无敌了。不过，全副武装的 FBI 可不是闹着玩的。
You think you're so clever?
为了让大家不要太伤感，作为故事的讲述者，阿伟我用10年的坚持换来了银河系中某种神秘力量的帮助。
I'm the chosen one.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Getting Anna and Becky involved was all too easy. Carol and Thomas built a secret club for me. All we had to do was tell them about it, and they were giddy to join us immediately. And that's where I used the seeds on Anna and Becky. Amazing results, let me tell you. They went berserk, like cats in heat. Anna, especially, enjoyed the seeds. So I made my decision. She would be the first sacrifice for my immortality.
George, your poetic prose is a bit confusing. Let me reword this so it makes sense. You chose Anna as your first victim, so you could be a first-degree murderer. And you framed Thomas so it looked like he did it.
You saw him, didn't you? All made up. Poor fellow.
He knew that he was only being treated as a substitute for Emily. He knew that. And Carol knew too. But they played along with your sick games.
Oh my, you're making me cry. He's the one who told me about the Raincoat Killer. About how to become divine, too. He didn't believe any of it, but when he told me, it all made sense. Why was I born in such a run-down dump? Why did my mother beat me every day? Why didn't Emily want me? All these things were just preparing me for something more. Ultimate power! Ah!
With an imagination like that, you belong in the zoo. Hollywood Zoo.
Time to get serious, York.
狂暴化的乔治凶猛无比，无限输出空袭的斧头。然而他犯了一个错误，那就是他用错了攻击方式。
Why? Mama, I didn't do anything bad. Why? Why are you doing this to me? It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I knelt and apologized to Anna tonight. I know I didn't with you, but still, I didn't do anything wrong. You know who it was. He's the one who made me do all this. He's the one that gave me the wonderful present, and it filled me with confidence. And that was when I realized that I am blessed. York, no, you haven't. Right to hold on to it.
You mean this? Why are you so concerned about this locket?
I told you I'm the chosen one. Only the chosen one can own that locket. That's what he told me. How can this be? I'm divine.
No. You're a first-degree murderer. And I'm a federal agent. George, of course you're going to lose.
大战结束后，约克体力消耗殆尽，最终晕倒在地上。他再次陷入了离奇的梦境，这次则是来到了红色空间的走廊中。
You will also be able to return back soon.
不知为何，除了一直都在的天使，剩下曾经死去的重要角色都出现了。他们以一种诡异的笑容回应约克。
You also need to have more fun. I'll play with you a little if you like.
而死去多年的父母亲也对约克说出了一些耐人寻味的话。
Expect no praise. You did nothing but your duty.
Francis, well done. I'm sure your father wants to congratulate you.
约克推开了那道门，这一次他来到了白色的房间。那位老人应该说是哈利·斯图尔特，他站在老地方，而一旁则是一袭红裙的艾米丽。
I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to go with your parents yet. There is still something you need to do. Open that envelope. 约克不知道自己昏睡了有多久，事态的发展就像一列脱轨的火车。
Agent York, finally you're awake.
How long have I been out?
A whole day, plus 10 hours or so. I wanted to challenge you to a game, but you were asleep.
Emily. Which room is Emily in?
Emily? What, she hurt too? She hasn't come into the hospital.
What? I told Kaysen to bring her here.
Kaysen? Well, Kaysen came. He's the one who brought you here. Which reminds me, he asked me to give you this.
What is it?
I don't know. He just asked me to hand it to you after you woke up. Anyway, you solved the case, right? Hey, do you want to play some chess?
Sorry. I'll have to take a rain check. I have an urgent issue I need to attend to, and I need to leave the hospital. Zach, I have a bad feeling about this.
约克的内心无比忐忑，他驾驶着自己的跑车一路向凯森所指的地方前进。究竟在乔治的家中有什么不可告人的秘密隐藏着呢？一路上，空中不断坠落巨型的暗影犬，而约克在不久之后就抵达了乔治的家中。这是他第一次，也是唯一一次来到这个未知的地方。看似空旷，实际上有一道隐蔽的门就在附近。约克推门而入，经过长长的台阶，来到了这个秘密的地下室。令他意外的是，乔治在这里的墙壁上贴满了艾米丽的照片。这家伙究竟是痴情呢，还是变态呢？
Zach, it looks like George really had a thing for Emily.
不过，地下室的另一侧，约克有了一个更惊人的发现。
Meeting the mother is always a bad experience after killing the son. Zach, look. That wasn't a reversed peace mark. It's a tree. Tree. F.K. Kaysen. Forrest Kaysen. He's the one. Emily，
约克心中已经明白，今夜在老剧场，他的命运将彻底改变。时间回到1956年，弥漫于雨林镇的紫色毒气让小镇百姓陷入了狂暴，他们开始无差别的互相伤害。
There! Over there!
鱼杀手此时听到了钟楼方向传来的动静，是新的钟声在敲响，每一下都在刺痛着这个小镇全部的生灵。鱼杀手向着钟楼的方向杀去。奇异恩典响彻在钟声的间隔中，上帝早已睡去。终于，鱼杀手来到钟楼下方。就在雨夜中，约克也来到了钟楼下方，就像是走进了传说中的那一天。
Daddy, Mommy, and Grandpa, everyone's acting strange.
It's okay. Zach, the situation has gone way out of control. We need to get inside the theater.
约克避开了这些狂暴的镇民，独自进入了老剧场。
And finally you arrive, York.
George is dead. You've got nowhere left to run.
George! Oh, right, George. He was a funny one. I gave him a toy locket, and he was so impressed, so moved. But he wasn't very intelligent. He was born in this town, you see, and it took him too long to discover the Red Seeds. Binding down people's rules is a sign of small-mindedness, and that was what George represented in life.
I'm taking Emily.
Oh, but I can't allow that now, can I? York, you left her to me, in my care, remember? I told you to come with us, didn't I? Must remember that. But you didn't come. You chose your job over the woman that you love.
Casey, this chit-chat is over.
Over? Indeed it is. My fun with Emily ended just a moment ago. It was a fantastic moment. Like eating a full-course dinner that ends with the ultimate dessert. I fed her a fake story about my past, and she took in every word.
Cut out your nonsense. I told you, no more talk.
There you go, York. That's right. Feel the hate boiling from the bottom of your stomach. That's what makes little men create such great and amazing history. Just like tiny ants that make giant ant hills. You know, I just had dessert and yet I'm already hungry again. No wonder why I keep failing at keeping a diet.
Kaysen, stop. The next one will pierce you between your eyes.
York.
Emily, it's me. I'm here. Don't worry. Everything will be fine now.
York? Is that you? Oh, thank God. York,
Emily, no. That isn't me.
York. York.
Emily!
York, I'm sorry,
It's okay, Emily. Hurry, come over here. We need to get you to the hospital.
I can't. I can't go to you. I've been soiled.
No, that's not true. You have a heart that can't be soiled. No matter what happens to your body, you are still yourself.
York,
Oh, didn't I tell you? Getting these saplings to sprout requires a certain technique. What do you think? Artistic, isn't it? It's like a surrealistic painting.
York, shoot me.
Emily?
Let me die. Please. York.
should I do?
I'm sorry, my darling.
Let her go! Remove that sapling from her body, Kason.
Xander, it's too late. Once it's like this, I can't do anything to stop it.
Please, darling, shoot me. I'd rather die. If you love me, let me die.
At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love. Yes, I couldn't do it. However, you can. When the time comes and you have to make that decision, make the right one.
Okay, Zach?
Zach. 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 Morgan. Francis. Zach. Morgan. Francis. Zach. Morgan.
I saw you, Zach.
当年在目睹凯森害死自己父母之后，一个孩子被困在了白色的房间中，他的名字叫做扎克。
Hey, Zach. It's okay. I'm here. I'm with you. I'll be with you always. We can get through this together. Who are you? My name is York. Me and you. We'll always be together. Okay, Zach? I'm you, and you are me. Now, give me your hand.
I remember. I traded places with York. York, the other me. My other personality.
Zach, please shoot. Kill me.
York, what should I do? Tell me what to do, York.
扎克所面对的正是20多年前自己父亲没能做出的抉择。我就知道有观众会在弹幕里问：为何你不开枪打凯森呢？倘若扎克选择了父亲的抉择，那么接下来
I don't deserve to live. Well, unfortunately, I've always been more than human. I'm a messenger of the Red Tree, a citizen from the Red World.
That's enough, Kason. Zach, you made the wrong choice. But don't give up. Think carefully. Father's words will guide us. It's on reality, Zach.
York, what should I do? Tell me what to do, York.
当然，扎克最终遵循了自己的内心。
There are some things in this world that must be extracted, no matter what. Even if that means losing someone that you love. I can't do it. I can't kill Emily.
I'm sorry, Zach.
Stop. Emily!
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the grand finale.
Emily, what have you done?
Zach, I wasn't used as soil at all.
You're beautiful. The most beautiful person I've ever seen.
Thank you, Zach. I wanted to be with you.
Emily, no. You aren't supposed to go over there. That's not the way. Come back, Emily.
York and Zach. Finally, I understand. You two really are best friends. I'm a little jealous.
Hey, stand up, Zach. It's up to you now. Emily, I finally got to meet you face to face. But you had to go with York, didn't you? He always gets the girl. He's a good guy. You see that too, right? He kept talking to me and ended up pulling me back out of that room. I'm sure he'll make you very happy.
Why did you bring Zach back? Who the hell are you two? How did you get out of the Red Room? Huh?
恶魔凯森像皮球一样弹来弹去，扎克则拿出了自己为他准备的礼物。
Could have stayed hidden in the White Room. Just like that senile old man. Humans are so foolish. So foolish. There's nothing to compare. With one whiff of that gas I made from the seeds, they happily kill each other. Even their neighbors, even the ones they love. Not much compared to the full effects of the seeds themselves, but I still got a really good laugh out of it. Anyway, I think we've had enough fun for today. But I really don't like having to exercise.
接下来是足以毁灭我本人手指和手柄的逃亡。膨胀后的凯森开始像保龄球一样袭击扎克。钟楼的走廊此时仿佛变成了 MC 艾舍尔的作品。
Emily, I will avenge your death. Just a moment longer. I'll buy you a new dress to make up for all the pain I've caused you. The dress you wore when you came to my hotel room didn't seem to fit you right. Kason, I've been meaning to tell you this. You're one crazy guy.
最终，巨型化的凯森出现了，仿佛捉给敢死队里的雪人。然而，不论你是谁，哪怕是恶魔，也必然会有弱点。扎克需要做的就是立刻找到他。他发现答案就在凯森的公仔上。
You're an annoying little bug.
It's because you don't understand humans. Emily, York tries not to show it, but he's pretty shy. Don't wait for him to propose. Just ask him to marry you.
Hmm?
一切都无可避免地走向了忧伤。
Are you leaving today?
Maybe.
Zach, that story I told you the other day, did you believe any of it?
The fact of the matter is that I couldn't save Emily. So it really doesn't matter whether I believed you or not.
I'm very sorry about her. There's something mysterious about that picture. There's a calming beauty to it, and yet it exudes sadness.
Harry, I have a few questions for you.
About what, Zach?
Your last name isn't really Stewart, is it?
Yeah, that is correct. It's really Woodman. Harry Woodman. George was my son.
You were there in the White Room when I was there. Why?
The same reason as your father. Long, long ago, I too was unable to shoot my wife. What's worse is that I was also unable to kill myself. Which is why I lost both. The woman I loved and my son. My wife suffered from a mental illness, but I still loved her. I wanted to save George too, if I could. Everything was my fault. If only I had the courage to make the right decision, Emily and the other girls would not have died. But you have put an end to all of that.
I wonder if they are happy.
Zach, no need to worry about that. York will guide Emily and the other girls into the forest.
扎克乘坐着哈利的养子迈克尔驾驶的轿车，去往大陆城旅店。
Hey, Michael. Mind stopping the car for a moment?
Very well, Mr. Francis Zach Morgan.
I heard you're leaving.
Uh-huh. That's right.
It's a shame about Emily, and the other girls too.
How are Isaac and Isaiah?
Oh, they're fine. They still don't think the girls are dead.
Give it to him yourself. He's right next to you.
Oh, okay. I understand. We'll do it for you.
Emily kind of told us to give this to you.
Emily said it's a present for Zach.
Thank you. Where did you get this?
Emily asked us to give it to you. See? She's over there.
There's another Zach there too. You're twins, just like us.
Emily couldn't give it to you herself. She said she's too embarrassed. So, she asked us to hand it to you.
Emily really likes you, Zach. She really likes you.
No, she doesn't. Not me. She really likes that guy York, the guy you see standing next to her.
Anyways, you two. Be nice to the girls, okay? And they'll be nice to you.
We don't like girls.
Girls are boring.
Gotta love them. Just full of energy.
Emily, York, sounds like you're both doing fine. I feel better about you two now. And hey, York, I figured out why George carried on his body all the way into the woods.
It was for them. He wanted Isaac and Isaiah to find her.
Mr. Francis Zach Morgan, if you are finished, if you are, please, let us return to the car.
No need for that. You can go home. I want to take a look around more.
Very well, then. I'm sure Mr. Stewart will approve of that.
Ah, thank you, Michael.
当一切都结束了，当无恶不赦的恶魔被当年那个看似懦弱的孩子击败后，雨林镇变了模样，仿佛一切都未曾发生。它竟是如此的安逸，谁又能猜想到这青山秀水环绕的地方曾经孕育出了最邪恶的力量？它驱使着无数悲情的男男女女们走向了毁灭。扎克在小镇上走了走，看着曾经交流过无数次的熟悉面孔，依然过着和过去并无两样的日子，而他自己则像是失去了整个世界。大陆场旅店的最后一夜，大概是他一辈子中睡得最安心的一次。
York, tonight I'm going to sleep like a baby. And this is goodbye, Zach.
Thank you for everything.
Good night, Zach. And sleep tight.
Polly, what's that picture?
Oh, that. We took it when the clock tower was built.
50 years ago?
That's right. That's me in the middle. I was pretty popular back then. Men were always around me. Sorry to keep you waiting. Just sign here, please. Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Oh, I'm sorry, Polly. I was just thinking of a friend. Someone who was with me for a long, long time.
He must have been a really good friend then. Otherwise, why else would you remember him at a time like this?
Indeed. We used to fight, but he really was a good person. He's gone now, though. Gone away to a place where we can't meet again.
I'm sorry to hear that, but if he's a friend of yours, I'm sure he's getting on just fine.
Thank you, Polly. You know what? I think so too.
太阳照常升起。曾经20几天前，一个名为约克的男人来到这个小镇，并永远地留在了这个地方。而此时，一个名叫扎克的男人即将离开这里。一切似曾相识，只不过那个等待着的身影，永远停留在了过去的某一刻。是时候离开了，扎克。在一个冬日的清晨，艾米丽来到一扇门前，她怀抱着最喜欢的泰迪熊。
I want to hear another story.
Yes, of course. You've been waiting a long time for this, so how about a special one?
于是他的外公给他讲述了我给各位所讲述的这个故事。讲着讲着，外公睡着了。艾米丽感觉到黑暗中潜伏着一股变幻莫测的力量。
Grandpa, wake up! Grandpa, hey!
Emily. Sorry, my dear, I must have fallen asleep.
That's enough napping for today. Tell me the rest of the story.
Yes, of course. That was our promise, wasn't it? Before I continue on, though, I've got a little gift I want to give you.
Wow. It's pretty.
Consider it a protective charm. Like a signpost. It will help to lead you through your life.
A signpost?
One day, my dear, you will find out one of the truths of this world. That the world is filled with contradiction and inequality. When that day comes, how you respond, what you do, that will be the instant that determines the value of your life. This pendant will show you the way in that moment.
The value of my life?
Yes, dear. The value of your life. I have faith that you will grow up into a woman
终于，
who
他有
can
些
make
明
the
白
right
外公为何要留着那些老古董，以及为何外公总是称呼自己为艾米丽，而很少叫起自己的本来名字米歇尔·路易斯·摩根。
Did Emily die?
No. She became the goddess of the forest. Even now, she is still in the forest with York. She watches over the world from there.
Emily became a goddess.
That's right. Isn't that a lovely ending?
Hey, Grandpa, can I ask you something? What kind of person is York?
York is a real nice guy. He's been a good friend of mine since I was small.
Like Mr. Teddy?
Yes, just like Mr. Teddy. A very important friend.
Emily! It's almost time for dinner! Take your grandfather's dinner up to him, will you?
Yes, Mom!
How's your grandfather doing?
I don't know. He's calling me Emily again.
Oh dear, he must be losing his memory. You are Louise, honey. Michelle Louise Morgan. Not Emily. You know that, right?
I know my own name, Mom.
I know you do, baby. You're just so lovely, Louise. I'm sure that's why your grandfather mixes you up with a goddess.
不久之后，米歇尔去吃饭了，外公则缓缓地睡去了。这一次，他竟然回到了一个魂牵梦绕的地方。那个久违的声音，时隔数十年再次响彻于耳畔。
Zach, it's great to see you again. How many years has it been? I've been close to you the whole time. You probably couldn't see me, but you felt my presence nearby, right, Zach? I never thought you'd get married and have a family. Quite a surprise. I spent years honing my profiling skills, but I never saw that one coming. That's what makes humans so interesting. And that's why I just can't leave you guys alone. More than anything else. Seeing you look so happy is the best thing I could ever ask for. Anyway, Zach, did you see the newspaper today? As it turns out, over the last 3 months, there's been a string of bizarre incidents near New Orleans. Residents there are reporting a sudden strike of nausea, and then they completely lose control of their bodies. Some have already had 2 months of only being able to walk backwards. Does that make you feel anything? It makes me feel something. I know you feel it too, Zach.
新奥尔良到底发生了什么？未来的某一天，我们《致命预感2》回见。
Okay, Zach. I thought that's what you'd say. Well then, it's time to wake up, Zach.
Mom! Grandpa's gone! Where did he go?